right. Hello. So, what's up? This is Kristin Collins of Evolution for Hair, and I just wanted to create a video right quick. I am here currently at the 2022 World Congress of Trichology Conference. That was such a tongue twister. I don't know. I don't even know what I said. So, 2022 World Congress of Trichology Conference, right? So I wanted to share a few things that I learned, three of the biggest takeaways, three major takeaways from the conference. So let's just dig right in. So the first takeaway that I want to acknowledge is the use of minoxidil. There was a time, and we're still kind of in that time, but things are changing. But there was a time where minoxidil was known as the go-to drug. It was the only hair loss solution that was acceptable by the medical industry and many dermatologists and some trichologists and surgeons. Everybody really, or most really, felt that minoxidil was the solution. Well, now in 2022, it's like the industry is recognizing all of the side effects of minoxidil. As you may or may not know, when you take minoxidil, you know will start getting some results. You may or may not start getting some results, but lots of people are getting results, or we're getting results with minoxidil. But once you stop taking it, your hair starts to fall out. The progress that you made falls out, and then your hair is worse than it was before you started taking it. So minoxidil, a lot of people really, have kind of been moving away from minoxidil, and that's just one of the side effects. There are many other side effects. I won't really go into that, but just the acknowledgement from the industry that minoxidil is no longer the preferred hair loss solution. That was major to me. Okay, so the second takeaway that I had from the trichology conference, that I'll just call it the hair loss conference. So the second major takeaway from the hair loss conference was it was talked about. Well, first of all, there were like 11 or 12 speakers. I'm just talking about day one. So I'll come back tomorrow with day two, but we're just only talking about day one. Keep that in mind. So um, a couple of people talked about this case study. I'm sorry, excuse me. Lips are dry. But it's a case study on twins. So there was a conference or festival, a twin festival or something like that, and there was a company that went to this festival, and they were doing a case study on twins with hair loss on twins. Now they would get the twins, and one would have hair loss and one of them wouldn't. They have the exact same genetic, they have the same genetics, but in the surveys that they were doing with the twins, they would ask them about their lifestyle and their diet, their underlying health condition, and their general health, and surgeries, childbirths, divorces, marriages. They would ask them all of these questions, and the person who had more of the lifestyle that produced a lot of stress, or a diet that was not necessarily healthy, that twin was experiencing hair loss, compared to the other twin who maybe had only been married once, or did not have any underlying medical conditions or health conditions. They were not overweight, and that person did not have hair loss. So that was very, very telling of how important nutrition and lifestyle is when you are trying to, first of all, live a healthy life. And really, when it comes to hair loss, if you already have hair loss, your lifestyle and your nutrition is something that you absolutely cannot, you just cannot move past your hair loss without analyzing your nutrition and your lifestyle. So just the continuous, and that seemed like to be the theme of the conference of day one, at least. So many of the people, talked about functional medicine and all this kind of stuff, but I'm okay, I'm rambling. So the third thing that stood out to me the most, or one of the biggest takeaways for me, was supplementing with a preventative dose versus a therapeutic dose. So a lot of people will get on supplements, say a vitamin D, for example. Just for example, you're taking these vitamins and, or vitamin A. Vitamin A would be a better example. Vitamin A would be a very, well, we can just go back to, okay. So vitamin D, for an example, let's talk about vitamin D. So if you're supplementing vitamin D, and you're taking a therapeutic dose, because when you're supplementing with something, you're thinking, probably most likely, I know that's how I think as a normal person, you think that you want to take the therapeutic dose. I'm smart enough to understand that I should be taking a therapeutic dose of something, or in terms of hair care products, because there's a lot of just to kind of give you an example of therapeutic, right? So there are hair care products, and they put these different oils in it, like tea tree oil and rosemary oil or something, just, in these shampoos and conditioners. But what they don't tell you is there's not even a therapeutic amount of that that oil in the product to even get you the results that you're looking for. So that's something that is, top of mind to me when it comes to stuff like that. Is this a therapeutic amount or a dose? And it was just very interesting to kind of get that clarification, that it's actually better to take a preventative dose versus that therapeutic dose, because you may be taking too much of that supplement. And so that was just really bit major to me. And of course, I'll dig more into that, because that is something that I want to look more into and want to be able to share more about that topic with you. So well, with my membership, with my membership, people that are in my membership, I'll be sharing that information in the membership group, right? So now those are a few of the big takeaways from day one. And there was so many other things that I wanted to get into, like the emphasis on sleep. There was a huge emphasis on sleep, the importance of sleep, and when it comes to your the way that your body functions, and how your body needs that sleep, and how it is connected to your hair. And then they talked about liver function, and there was a lot of discussion on vitamin D, and the balancing the pH levels of the scalp. So if you want to know more about how I help women with hair loss and thinning naturally to regrow their hair back, click the link right now and get free access to my case study video, where I show you how to kickstart your hair restoration journey, even if you have been suffering from hair loss for many years. So go ahead and click the link, and I'll talk to you soon.